ready for the comeback. Can't ignore it, promise you can never sun that. I pray for it, get ready for the comeback. I think it's time for the comeback. I hope you ready for it.
We have to talk about the Alpha Omega Drag Huracan. Now, you guys have not seen that car in quite a while on the channel. We are going to show you what has happened to that car and what has changed over the past few months since its last showing. Now is the time that we're gonna break everything down and show you guys what happened with the build. Let's get into it. Up to this point that we're looking at this car right now, the car is ran at 733. It's time for new turbos and some new intercoolers.
Garrett was kind enough to work with us on this. They basically build us 2 prototype cores, very similar to the cores that we run in our production kits. Similar fin densities, heights, all that good stuff. We made it a little taller though for more cooling capacity. We basically wanted to do an update on the car, get rid of all the silicone, switch to HD clamps. So we figured if we were gonna do HD clamps on the system now, it'd be a good time to upgrade the intercoolers as well. The cores on those, I think they were rated for roughly 1,000 per bank, so that's 2,000 considering the car is making just about that. But this is one of the prototype cores.
From Garrett?
Yeah.
Nice.
The only thing that we got going on with the core is just the mounts to keep the core in a consistent place while I mock up the end tanks. As you can see, I got a couple of them tacked together right now, working on the one. Once we build all the water end tanks, I'll have to weld everything, assemble them on the cores, we'll pressure test it, make sure the water side doesn't leak or anything like that, and then we can go ahead and build the air side of it. We are upgrading turbo size. They still are in Garrett's G42 range. When we built this kit on it back in December, I believe it was, we mocked up with the G42 1450s, which is what we have on the car now. At that time, we had decided to run with the G42 1200s to kind of work into the kit and see what it was really capable of on those turbos. Now that we have pushed the car on them a little bit and know what they're capable of, we've decided to bump it up to the biggest G42 size that we can. And since we built the kit originally mocked up with these turbos, we don't really have to change anything with the exhaust, the turbo mounts, or the dump tubes or anything like that. So the whole hot side of the kit should remain the same.
It's cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, they're just templates right now, just ideas I'm playing around with, blocking off the big cavities for radiators. The car has 3 radiators, so it still has the middle one, but these will probably end up like a hole this big, just so there's still airflow going into those radiators.
I was gonna say you can't cut that off completely.
You can block it off. I mean, some of the GTRs like have barely any airflow. Look, that's a big pocket. The air just goes in and like it goes through and it comes out the cement. But if we can hit the front end and just roll off of it, I want to make it so it's on Zeus fasteners or like make brackets and do push locks and then just the panel will pop off. I mean, this is just a 10-minute idea with cardboard.
I mean, it's a good concept. And who knows if that's somehow pushing up and creating lift?
Yeah, you never know.
You guys have seen the old videos from last year? I'll chat back in with you guys later.
At this point, we got the water side of the intercoolers done. Everything's fit up on that, welded together, fit up on the car, all our T's and I's cross-dotted type deal. Now we're working on the air side. I actually have the one end tank done. that is pre-core, so coming out of the compressor cover coming up, got the end tank on that side done. And now we're basically just connecting the dots, working from the back to the front of the car all the way up to the throttle bodies. Using like a cardstock type of paper. Cardboard's kind of hard to work with sometimes because it's corrugated, so
Doesn't want to bend or move.
sometimes it's nice because it's relatively thick, so it's similar to what you're working with actually, but if you're trying to get multiple shapes and bends, sometimes I find it just easier to use a cardstock paper. Makes it a little more flexible.
Sweet. Cool, man.
Starting to weld up this guy. We stitched the inside a little bit to help prevent any boost expansion. When you build sheet metal parts, if it's not just one solid thing, it goes under pressure and everything starts breathing like that. You can have tears at the seams. You usually want to stitch weld the inside of the sheet. And then on really like high power like cars, for example like Wally, you'll even want to strap the outside too, so there's a little extra reinforcement so it doesn't blow apart. I mean, this car's gonna be running like 40 pounds, so I don't know if it's necessarily needed yet, but at the rate this car is going, it's probably just gonna keep going up and up, so you might as well.
Future-proofing, yeah. True.
One of those.
Make it stronger, handle it, not have to come back and redo things.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool, man. All right, let's get to welding.
See how she goes.
Whee!
These adapters I found online for Bosch throttle bodies.
Okay.
And then they work with Plasma Man HD clamps.
Okay.
They're from Australia.
Gotcha.
All the RB guys right now are probably super excited.
Okay.
Plasma Man here, but the rest of them are going to be Vibrant HD clamps.
Looks good, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
Hey,
Ricky and I.
Peter's defending you.
Alright, so I got an idea.
Peter could fight off a bear. I mean, they're pretty basic, just dash 16, water in, water out. We got a couple bleed ports on there. The one intercooler we have, some bungs so we could measure water in, out temperature to make sure that the actual core is as efficient as Martin would want, since he's gonna be the one tuning the car.
And then now we can actually see too. We kind of showed that he had that like welded on the turbo before, but now we can actually see the full hard pipe.
Yeah, with the height of the compressor cover, and since this one's pushed forward in comparison to this one, we didn't have as much space with both ferrules being on there, so figured we'd just extend the compressor cover all the way up to it, eliminate a clamp setup, and ultimately just make it a little more simple.
Hashtag weld porn.
Weld porn. That actually... Ricky is like... Dude, if you made an OnlyFans for welding, dude, you'd probably be the highest grossing welder.
Did you see his double right here?
Ooh.
Yeah, put a cover pass over the main welds over there, just because adding a reinforcement strap like that, there's not a whole lot of surface area there, so I just doubled up on the weld, did a cover pass over it, and then added plates here just to add more surface area on the actual air plenums themselves. Just essentially making it bomb-proof for the future. I mean, we're probably only running 30, 40 pounds right now, but something like Dave's car over there is running 60 pounds, and we've seen that actually flex on tanks like this, so you know, in a year's time, who knows what they'll be running with the car at that point. So
30 something before, and now we have bigger turbos and we're going to push it even further, so
might as well rather have them on there and not need it than find out that you should put them on there, you know.
we're going to delete some of the sensors we no longer need, so we're going to change some of the wiring. We're going to go through the trans and then put the original trans in, and then basically have 2 fresh transmissions to start the season.
Jesus. Dude, put that
Right through the
put that
duct.
over my head to like show the size. Oh yeah.
I need to put in a fresh air thing for the vacuum system.
No, okay. Gotcha.
So it's going to go like this.
Nice.
Thing was the most expensive jumper ever. I had to buy $85 pipes and cut them because no one makes the bends.
That 5-inch life.
Got some goodies back from
Woo!
Don't look at it.
Why not?
You're not allowed.
Why? What? Because I have a camera? No, put it away. Put it down. Put it down. That's better.
Intakes.
Oh. That looks sick. So we're doing like a dark black theme. That looks really good powder coated. Damn. Oh, you actually put a Alpha.
Yeah, we're gonna shave them
Oh,
with
so
the
they're
grinder, so they're gonna
silver.
be polished logos. Yeah. This is the water neck for
The intercoolers.
yeah, for return. So 2-16s and 220 back to the icebox. $300 white block.
Really?
It's billet.
Jeez. Ooh. Ooh. Turbos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm plumbing this side now. And then I'm going to switch over and put this side together and then plumb it. I'm still waiting for a couple fittings from Red Horse to come in. I made this line for the water. I need a 90-degree fitting, but this is the line for it. And then I have the sleeving over it. That's good for 2,000 degrees, 1,000 degrees constant heat.
Jeez.
And since it's going to be right over the exhaust, so it's going to be sleeved.
Oh yeah, it is.
The water, so hopefully it doesn't heat it up. And then once I get the fitting for that one, I'll also get the fitting for these to come down. We'll have two 90s going down to my block. I'm gonna change this fitting to actually, for this to sit closer like this. And it's gonna be probably just a 90.
We showed you when these came in. They did a nice powder coating on the turbo compressors. Same with the new intercoolers. Ground off that Alpha badge. That makes it look so much better. No more silicone lines for this car. So these are HD clamps, right?
Yeah, those are the vibrant ones, and then Plasma Man over there. Shout out to Australia, New Zealand people.
We're gonna get this thing finished up. Like you said, 13 days. This thing's going to the track, and you know, these turbos, we don't really just put them on. We haven't even dynoed the car yet, so we don't know what to expect. But we are expecting some great things out of this car. So
hopefully 2200.
Yeah.
2200 wheel.
Last time we made 2070.
Yeah, so hopefully 2200 on the dyno, and then on the track maybe we can turn it up another 50, 75, maybe 100 horsepower. Look at this guy. Look, he's trying to be so quiet. You see me in the background going slow.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Give her a little start. Can it?
Yep. Martin, he's not allowed to go home until this says 2200.
Well, you beat that.
You're locked in?
Locked in. He's locked in.
Alright, so what we did is we just made a par. Really, that's what it is.
So what do we make it for? Like,
the most we made it for is 2060 on the dyno, but we never really used that power of the track. clutch wouldn't hold it up top, and we never really use that power. So this is by far the most power it's made. I mean,
The most torque, I think.
oh yeah, most torque, most power. I mean, this thing would rock out right now at the track. It'd probably travel over 200. I mean, 194 went before, and probably averaging maybe probably 1950, 1975 on average. We average over the run. So, but again, we got, will it run that for the whole pass, not slip the clutch? I don't know. We'll see.
Find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. But even if we turn down to 200 wheel horsepower, we're still gonna be quite a bit above what we were before.
Not power limited, we're wheelie limited.
Yeah, we're lower. We're wheel limited. Yeah.
Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that update on the Alpha Omega Drag Huracan. We're closing up shop right now. Next week is going to be GTR World Cup prep here on the channel. It's also going to, the day that we upload is also going to be the day that we're there. So you'll see a slight teaser in next week's vlog. Other than that, we're getting the rest of the cars ready right now. You guys will see all of this on next week's episode. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.